HK250. This should be the second real flight, and eye gains have been turned down on the tail. So lower head speed now. Tail's a bit bouncy. Yeah, that. Oh, that's nice. So much quieter with the canopy grommets on. Gosh, the stick clicker's locked in. I'll just flick it up to idle 1. Bring it back. A bit more head speed. You notice the motor bogging more. Yeah. So, maybe the tail stops. So if I go right and stop, bounces a bit, left and stop. Whoa! Whoa! Hopefully, Rick has pointed out that the changing from the plastic blades to the carbon gives the effect of more throttle, and that would be handy because it feels pretty dead with the these plastic blades in there. Yeah, it's definitely a little better with a bit more gain on it. But carbon blades on now, a couple of little very minor tweaks. Let's just go back to centre the gain. So yeah. Jesus. Alright, try with the carbon blades now, which were well out of balance before, even though the blades are almost identical weight. Tail looks a bit more waggy, you just crank the gain up a little. Yeah, less settled with the lighter blades. Power feels much better, as Rick suggested. Yeah, tail just a little bit jerky, not smooth. Slightly robotic look to it with the tail, like that. Loses a bit of head speed with the manoeuvres there. Yeehaw!
Right, just going to run through some of my 250 KBar setup. This is the main screen that you climb into, so main rotor information, tail information, bit of live information. It's not plugged in at the moment, so that's not actually doing anything, but this would give you feedback from what the gyro is picking up, plus also the transmitter, but a little bit about what voltages and vibrations that it's seeing. I'll show you the setup first. I quite like this. It leads you through it quite nicely. So basically, if you create a new setup, that'll do a sort of load all the factory default settings. So just give you a clear start. So you set up the receiver first. Number of things you can pull from the drop-down menus here. You can click on the bind, and it seems to work quite well with the satellites to bind it. So once you've got that done, and actually note on binding is that after clicking that bind, you need to actually unplug the power to the satellite and then kick it back in again, plug it back in again for it to bind. So once you've got that done, then you can kind of calibrate the transmitter, so wiggle all the sticks around and make sure that set the radio up so that you're actually getting things in the right direction. The channels are throttle, aileron, elevator, and rudder, and then I've got pitch on channel 6, so collective, and then channel 5 I've got the gyro gain. So get that all sorted out, and you've got this thing set center down there as well. Once you've wiggled all the everything around, sitting center on that just shows, makes it store the center positions of the sticks. Sensor mounting, 4 standard positions, and there's actually, I think there's another 8 positions that you can put it in by pressing buttons on a button on the KBar when you power it up, which will make it blink differently and give you those other options. Then you go through the actual head rotation direction, set that, and then choose the swash. So in the 250's case, it's this HR3. Then tell it which way the collective moves, for up or down to increase pitch. Then you've got the servos, make sure that they're going in the right direction. So in this case I've got 2 of them reversed to get what I need. And then the trims. So you can individually just click on these, which will move the individual servos, but it can be a bit funny because if you've got them reversed, then down is up, so to speak. What's better is to change to this view where you've got the swash view, and then you can either just go click 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 for just knocking the collective pitch up a bit, or cyclic movements, and so you can level the swash out, get your zero blade angles and things like that. With that, once you're done with that, then it's a case of going through to the collective. So you're basically looking for, they say indicate on here 12 to 14 degrees of pitch, blade pitch, and you see at that I'm using 65 points on there to achieve that. Then similar thing for the cyclic. I'm off the bottom of the scale here. The scale starts at 60, I'm on 41 for that, so I could get away with a bit less servo movement. So I shift the links in a bit, but no, it just flies okay like that. But this is quite neat. You basically put a blade over the tail boom, get everything centered, and then what you're looking at with full sideways cyclic on that is you're looking for 8 degrees of blade pitch. So it gives you good pointers as what to achieve. So with the pitch gauge on the helicopter, and then you just pull that slider up and down to set that up. Then tail, I had a bit of fun setting the tail up, which was on the 250. Mostly it was the ESC I was using, which had the throttle range, which was set with a very tight range on the ESC. When I opened that up and brushless heli, then it was fine. So you can set the direction, you can choose different types. I mean, this is set up for servos, but basically it just means what the signal is. So I've actually got this top one So if you can see just on the drop down there, this is actually the 15-20 microsecond 333 hertz signal is what I'm running the tail at. I started at 250 hertz, but 333 hertz seemed to run better. Then once you've got those, then you're looking at effectively full left rudder on this one. What I did with that was went full left rudder and then moved the slider until the motor was just stopped. Full right rudder on this guy, so similar thing basically, full right rudder, and then it was running the motor, and I moved the slider until I was getting full revs on the motor, and then that was pretty much it. There's two tabs for governor, but I'm not actually using those, and that was the setup. So the other aspects on here are particularly tail rotor. What I did find is I ended up getting rid of the tail wags at about an overall gain of 44, but what I ended up having to do was go into the advanced settings there, and this eye gain, I needed to turn the eye gain down. At default is 60, and when I dropped it back to 30 it got rid of the tail wags, and at the moment I'm just trying to bring it up slowly again. So that's my overview there.